Love them or hate them, SNK continues to release new versions of the Neo Geo Mini. Sure, these things are not without their problems, but a lot of people are really digging these things, myself included. I know the flaws, but man, I just could not pass up on this Samurai Shodown edition. There's 3 versions altogether, but I really had to have the Ukyo version. I like blue, and I just thought this one was more appealing to me. So here is the box. All 3 versions of this, yeah, they're just different colors, different themes, but they contain the same games. So the big thing with this is that it includes all 6 of the Samurai Showdowns that were released on the Neo Geo. So Samurai Shodown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 Special. Pretty cool. A couple of these are going to be the first time they've been released on the Neo Geo Mini. I believe Samurai Shodown 1 and 3 and 5, because they've only been releasing 5 Specials. So those 3, I don't believe, have been on the other Neo Geo Minis. I'll pull up a comparison showing what games are included and show that to you guys in a moment here. But this is the box. I kind of found this interesting. The little overlay that's on the screen says Samurai Shodown 5. Everything's in Japanese. On the side of the box, it says Samurai Shodown. But the art for the games on the back of the box is all the Japanese version, Samurai Spirits. I imported this one from Japan. They are available on Amazon, the US version of Amazon, for $139.99 each. Comes with everything you need, but let's go ahead and open this up, take a look at the contents. So all 3 versions of these, the 3 different colors, characters that they made, they produced 20,000 of each one worldwide. So all versions, if you get it from Japan or the US, they're going to be the same thing. So here's what it looks like inside the box. Get a little plastic overlay on the top. We get the basic little instruction manual that we really don't need. Then we get a few little things here. Let's take a look. You get the little anti-slip mat, which, okay, I don't know why this is not Samurai Shodown themed, but okay. So we got that. Interesting. Don't know why they didn't include a Samurai Shodown one. Wow, okay, so we get the marquee stickers. Let's take a look at which ones come with this. So there's that one. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This will probably be the one that goes on there. And then they do include the controller overlay. I don't know if I'm going to put that on there. I think it might not look that great on this blue version. This is what came with the original Japanese Neo Geo Mini. So it's the same thing, which kind of worked with this one because it had the red around it, and, you know, blue and white. So it kind of matched. I don't know why they didn't make a specific one for the Samurai Shodown ones, but hey, whatever. So there's that. And then we also, I'm not sure if this is the screen protector. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I don't care. Could be the screen protector or the collector card. Maybe it doesn't come with the screen protector. Ooh, nice. It is the little, wow, that's like a credit card material. That's really nice. That's pretty cool. I don't know what the hell I'll do with this thing, but that is pretty nice. Each one of these, all 3 versions, comes with the character. That's cool. I thought like maybe there'd be a screen protector in this thing, but apparently not, because this is like the same package that the screen protectors would come in. Let's set these things aside. And I'm still really confused. What the heck? SNK? Seriously? Okay, what else do we have in here? So here's the actual unit. Let's get that out. You do have a plastic thing down there to hold everything in place. We get one controller, and it looks like the power supply. So it's nice. Each one comes with its own color. So they did everything like that. That's pretty cool. Second controller. And our HDMI. Pretty nice. I'm not sure why they didn't ship it with a screen protector. I'm pretty sure the Christmas edition, or at least the one I have, came with the screen protector. So please remove this. Let's go ahead and remove that. There we go. Would have been nice if it came with the screen protector, but that's okay. So I'll probably put on the marquee later, but this is the way it looks. Little translucent, transparent blue. I think that's really nice. Neo Geo button, power button on the back is blue. Have our HDMI, or our power, I mean. Power on that side, USB-C power. Headphone jack, HDMI out right there. Player 1 port with the first player kind of embossed in there. There's the control stick. No clickiness. Pretty nice. And I'm pretty positive they didn't change the controller. Controller feels good, but yeah, the no clicky sticks, you know, clicky sticks are hard to make apparently. I don't know why nobody's come out with their own version of this, but with clicky sticks. Like, come on, man. All the people that bought these things, people would be buying up replica versions that had clicky sticks. They found ways to make other controllers work with this thing, so why hasn't somebody made one of these? Come on now. So there's that. We're going to set aside one of these controllers. We're going to capture footage on the big screen in a second, but I do want to power this thing on. The power supply, I'm going to use my little Anker power bank. Hope I still got some juice up in there. Oh yeah. All right. Let's zoom into that. Power on. I don't know how my camera catches that, but nice little blue LED right there. My viewfinder, it's looking pretty bright, but it's a nice little blue. Oh wow, so they completely changed the user interface. It's Samurai Shodown themed. That is really awesome. Let's change this to English. We're going to test a couple things too to see if they censored the games or if it depends upon what language you're in. But there you go. Volume's all the way up. Brightness is all the way up. Sort by default. Oops. Or recently played. But let's jump into a game real quick and then we'll capture some on-screen footage to give you a better idea of how this looks. See if there's, you know, if it still looks blurry, if it's a mess. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But let's jump into my least favorite Samurai Shodown game. Let's see if we got blood. Yeah, there's blood. Okay, so we swapped on over to HDMI capture. If you didn't know, yes, you could plug this thing into your TV, which leads me to say the same thing I always say. Why didn't they just release a Neo Geo AES home console mini instead of these mini arcade machines? Which they're still kind of neat, but they're not really portable or anything because you still have to have a separate, you know, power supply or a battery bank, you know, type of thing to use this. But hey, there's options. You could play it however you want. So I'm going to scroll through some of these games just so you can get an idea what's on here. There are 40 included games, just like the original releases. The Christmas edition had 48. Little bonus there. The nice thing with this bundle is it comes with everything. 2 controllers, the HDMI and the power cable, plus, you know, some stickers and little bonus stuff. So that's nice. When they originally came out, they were $100 and they didn't come with jack. You had to buy controllers separate, buy the HDMI separate if you wanted the branded ones. Because this does use like a mini HDMI instead of the regular size. So, yeah, you know, there's a lot of cons when you really want to look at some of this stuff. But one of the biggest things that I know people are going to want to know with this release is, you know, we did change it to English for the menus. All these games are going to be Japanese. I wish they would have done where you could select the ROM version, English or Japanese, you know, the US version of it. You know, most of these ROMs support that anyway, but these are just defaulted to the Japanese versions, which is fine. They're not censored whatsoever. But if you do change a game in the options inside the game, if it supports it, there's going to be two things to note. Some of these games are going to have a mode select where you could select the mode from, Japanese, US, or Spain, or there'll be an language option, Japanese, English, or Spanish. And depending on which version of that the game uses, if it's a mode select and you change it to USA, it's going to censor the game. Like Samurai Shodown 2, for example, you can change it to USA mode, but it's going to make the blood look, green instead of red. Whereas some other games like Samurai Shodown 4, for example, it doesn't say mode, it says language. So you could change it to English and it's going to retain the blood from the Japanese version. I know some of these games, the US versions of them had codes. Samurai Shodown 2 and 4 both had codes where you can enable the blood for the US version. But with this, it's, that's kind of is what it is. You're going to have to keep that in mind. Not every game is going to have an option where you can change it to English or US mode, but some of them do. And, I don't think it's a huge deal. As you see here, it's green blood, but if you play it in Japanese, it's red. So there's that. The one thing I do want to point out is looking at my screen that I'm playing this on, it still looks the same as all the previous versions, where it's got that like bilinear filtering or whatever the heck it is, where it's kind of smoothed over a little bit. Got a little Vaseline effect going on. When I'm looking at my recording screen right here, it looks sharper than what it looks like on my screen that I'm playing it on. So I don't know how that's going to translate to YouTube, but some people aren't going to mind. Some people are going to look at this like, hey, we have an option to play a bunch of Neo Geo games, and what other access is there officially anyway? Yeah, you can buy games individually on Nintendo Switch, or if you want to Soldier Boy it up, you can get the ROMs played on whatever device you want. I don't really care what you do, but some people really dig these official products. I like them as well. I do realize there's issues with them, but they're still kind of neat. Now, this thing, the image quality optimization, we've looked at this before. Oh my God, all it does is kind of smooth over everything. And it just, to me, it makes it look worse, but some people might like that. I think a lot of people just won't want to bother with it, but that is an option. But that's pretty much it. I didn't want to dwell too much on the games here because it's really just the Samurai Shodown stuff that's going to be different. You got those few additional Samurai Shodown games. And, the theme, the background, I do like the way the icons are. They did change this up for this Samurai Shodown edition. I'm a huge Samurai Shodown fan. That's why I wanted one of these. Am I going to use it? Is it just going to sit on a shelf? I don't know at this moment. I'm a little confused. Hey, I'm just admitting it. I thought it was pretty neat. Really going to be up to you. Have you been wanting a Neo Geo Mini and you've liked what you've seen, and this complete bundle with everything you need appeals to you? Then yeah, I would say get it. If you're still on the fence, you're just like, man, I could play these games elsewhere. I have access elsewhere. I don't really care. Then don't bother. I mean, it's just how it is. You can play these games on the Switch however you want. If you're a big collector, you really love Samurai Shodown, then yeah, this is kind of a neat little item there. So that's it, man. Just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on it. I'm digging this thing. I like it. It's my favorite one so far, but I'm not buying another. I'm just not doing it. So, hey, really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It means the world. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I will catch you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye and boom. Thumbs up. Bye.